One bright summer morning, a wealthy businessman decided to take his young son on a trip, one he believed would teach the boy an important lesson about life. This man had built his success on hard work, ambition, and the belief that true success meant having more money, more comfort, more possessions. He wanted his son to understand just how fortunate they were by showing him how people who had less lived. So they drove for hours, leaving behind their big city and luxury home, until they reached a quiet countryside village. Rolling green fields stretched endlessly beneath the blue sky, and a soft breeze carried the scent of fresh earth and wildflowers. The village was calm, humble, and full of life in the simplest ways. They arrived at a modest farm where the father's friend lived with his family. The house was made of weathered wood, its front door creaky yet welcoming. As soon as they stepped out of the car, barefoot children ran toward them, laughing and grinning like they'd known them forever. The farmer and his wife greeted them warmly, their smiles wide and genuine. For 2 days, father and son lived the life of this humble family. The boy helped gather eggs from the chicken coop, giggling when a hen squawked at him. He played tag with the other children in the open fields, their laughter echoing across the hills. They drank water from a nearby stream, picked vegetables from the garden, and lay under the stars each night, telling stories while crickets sang and the fire crackled. There were no screens, no fancy gadgets, just peace, presence, and people. On the long drive home, the father smiled proudly, believing the lesson had been delivered. Confidently, he asked, "So how was the trip?" "It was amazing, Dad," the boy replied, his eyes still glowing with wonder. "And did you see how poor people live?" the father asked, expecting a nod of agreement. The boy paused, then nodded thoughtfully. "Yes, I did, and I learned so much." The father lined in, curious. "Oh, really? What did you learn?" The boy looked out the window and said, "Well, we have one dog at home, but they have 4. We have a pool in our backyard, but they have rivers they can swim in any time they want. We have fancy lights in our house, but they have the stars to brighten their nights. We buy food from the store, but they grow their own with love and care. We have tall walls to protect us, but they have friends and neighbors who always look out for them. We watch TV for fun, but they sit together and share stories, laugh, and sing." The father's smile slowly faded, his hands tightening on the wheel. "And you know what else, Dad?" the boy added gently. "Thanks for showing me how poor we are." Silence filled the car. The father's heart sank. His son's words echoed in his mind, shifting something deep inside him. For all his wealth and accomplishments, he had never truly seen what it meant to live richly. His young son had discovered something priceless, something that couldn't be bought or measured. That day, the father realized that true wealth wasn't about money or luxury, but about love, simplicity, connection, and the joy